a series of events. I have to drive home from Chicago. I live in New York, so it's about a 13-hour drive, seemingly a straight shot, but I'm preparing myself. I have less than 24 hours before I leave, but it is the day before. I'm going to leave super early in the morning, around like 5 a.m. And I'm outside of Five Below here in Chicago in Avondale just to see if they have some a lunch tote that I can carry all of my perishable goods and a car mount so I can vlog this entire experience. And I'll share with you guys more on why I have to do this throughout this trip, but let's go. I forgot to also say I'm taking my dog Caviar, obviously, and he's a part of why I have to do this. So I also have to make his food tonight. So a lot to do. So I got the car mount. They did not have the bag that I think I need, like an insulated bag. So I'm just gonna wait until I come back to this area. So right now I'm headed to the American Writers Museum. I'm super excited. I'm gonna drive in to downtown Chicago, park the car, go to the museum, maybe walk around a bit, get lunch, head back to the Airbnb, pick up my mother, take her to the airport, switch out the car, come back to the Airbnb, get some rest, and then I'll be on my way. Okay, I just found parking. I did good job. Yeah. I'm gonna try to find coffee before I go in this museum, and I'm gonna pay for parking right here. So the museum is right across the street, but I just wanted to finish my matcha before I go in, so I bought a donut. Great excuse to buy a donut, right? Love you, Chicago, but I just feel like this should be clear. Ugh, gross. Back in the car. The museum was nice, but it was definitely catered more to kids, and there was definitely a field trip there today, so I spent probably about an hour there, I think, and now I'm going to head to go get some lunch. I think I'm gonna go to Al's sandwich shop or Al's Italian beef. I can't remember what it's called. And then I'm gonna head back to the Airbnb. I got the regular beef with a side of cheese sauce, a side of fries, dipped with hot and sweet peppers. Now, I had some Portillo's that last night. The bread being that soggy, I don't know. So I'm hoping today is a little better, because last night it was not good. It smells amazing. And I'm eating it sooner. So last night we got it takeout, and I think you have to eat stuff like this quickly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, that's how it looks. You get the first bite. Oh, and I added cheese. Pretty good. I still don't know about that soggy bread, y'all. The soggy bread is throwing me. It's good. Very flavorful. Which is like a... Next time, if I ever come back, I'm not gonna get it dipped. I don't need it dipped. With the fries, though, I already had a couple. The hand-cut fries, these are so good. I love that. Let's try with the cheese sauce. I'm running out of places to put things. Cheesy sauce. So they make this cheese sauce? It's really good. Very good. I got a side of ketchup too, in case I didn't like the cheese sauce. The fries is the star of the show here. 10 out of 10 on the fries. I would say like a 5 out of 10 on the sandwich. It's flavorful, but I don't like that soggy bread. I'm not feeling that soggy bread. I don't get it. Ugh. How do you even eat this? All right, we are getting the rental car. We're here at the airport. So we just picked up the other rental car and returned the last one. We had to upgrade it for $20 a day because the full-size cars did not have all-wheel drive, and my mom was like, no, get the all-wheel drive. So we got a compact SUV. I'm waiting for her to come out the bathroom, and then we're going to head upstairs and pick up the car. I'm going to take her back to the terminal, and then I'm going back to the Airbnb to rest and get ready for my ride tomorrow. Say hi, Mom. I just dropped my mom off at O'Hare. I'm heading back to the Airbnb. It's been 6 weeks since we've been together. We had a lot of conversations about tons of different things, and I'm gonna miss her. I worry about her. I'm hoping that this move that I'm going to make to Mexico allows me the space to host her longer term. I know that I think that she'll be happier in Mexico, and she can work from anywhere. Even if she comes just for like 6 months or 3 months or whatever, I'm hoping that I can build my life to the point where I can take care of her. I'm gonna miss her. It's always like this when we leave. She gets on my nerves, y'all, but it's my mom. It's my best friend. And I'm wishing her a safe flight. I'm gonna go home, walk this dog, and get ready for my trip tomorrow. I have to be very well rested. 13-hour drive. Wow. Okay. Let's get back to this Airbnb. Good morning. I was up pretty late last night. Just because I wanted to make sure my mom got in safely, and she did, and then I went right to sleep. So I'm gonna pack up all the food in the fridge, Caviar's food mainly, empty the dishwasher, and then head out. It's about 10 minutes to 5, I think, so I need to hurry up. This was a very nice Airbnb, by the way. My brother, my mom, and I stayed here for 4 nights. So this was my brother's room. This was my mom's room. This was my room. I gotta strip the bed. Okay. So we had so many different security measures. We have this pole that I think I'm just gonna stuff in the car. I don't feel like taking it down. I'm gonna put Caviar's medicine in my bag. I don't think I'll need my iPad, obviously. I'm gonna put this in my tote bag with my purse and stuff. This bag right here. Keys in pocket. And I gotta get this out. Make sure nobody's out there. I guess I should eat this now since I don't think. The room is clean. Grab his leash. Bathroom is clean. Take that into the kitchen. Kitchen is clean. This is the alley. Alright. We're all packed up and ready to go. I'll update you guys again once we get on the road. Say hi, Katie. Let's go. We have had
a traveler's check.
Un cheque de viajero.
un cheque.
Un cheque de viajero.
Un cheque viajero.
Credit.
Crédito.
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 Crédito. Invalid or no tag? What? Okay. Can you move? Medica. Auto fuel gas. What does it say? Welcome.
Lesson 6. Hotel.
Lección 6. Hotel.
A hotel.
Un hotel.
Un hotel. Un hotel.
Un hotel.
A room.
Un cuarto.
Un cuarto. Where's the
Un
Starbucks?
cuarto.
Un cuarto.
A better room.
Un cuarto mejor.
Un cuarto mejor.
Un cuarto mejor.
Un cuarto mejor.
I would like a better room.
Un cuarto mejor. No. I'm hiding. No, no, no. Your paws hurt? Alright, so we just stopped to get myself a matcha and my potty break. I'm gonna put him back in the car and go get my matcha, and then we'll get back on the road. It's cold out there, Papa. Wow, what's the temperature? I think we're in Indiana. The sun is starting to come up. This particular area is super windy and kind of snowy. Oh, look, a U-Line truck. But yeah, I'm just filling up, topping off. I was like only a quarter of the tank from full. I don't know how you say that. I was 7/8 full, so $14. I just put $14 in it. Right, here we go. I'm gonna stop again at around 9. It is, what's the time in this vehicle? 6:36. It's 6:36. I'll stop again around 9. Check in with you guys then. There's a lot more snow on the road out here, so I'll be driving much more careful. Okay, check in with you guys soon.
This one.
Wanted to show the fact that that whole side is not plowed.
Esta.
Wow.
Esta.
I don't know what's going on with this truck. I'm not sure what's going on with this truck, but Caviar's enjoying the scenery. He's on a little leash. And he likes to sleep on my coat, so I gave him my coat. Alright, we're finally moving again. I don't know what was going on with this truck. Alright.
Scan ticket.
Oh, I wonder if I can scan this ticket that I got earlier. Let me see.
Insert card or pay cash.
Oh.
Processing. Please wait. Thank you.
$11.40. The last one was $4.80, and I don't know how much the first one was. I'm trying to keep track, but yeah, we definitely got. I should have checked. But I didn't know that they would not put the thing in here, you know. But I should have checked to make sure. So now I've learned, double check when you ask for the Easy Pass. Double check that they actually put it in here. I'm not even sure if they put it on our rental sheet, because he did ask us at the gate, but they typically asked again, like when with our first rental car, they asked again upon checkout. No, you have to stay in your seat. I'm sorry, Papa. You have to stay where you are. I know. They typically ask again when you check out, when they ask for your ID and stuff, and they did not ask that time if we had the Easy Pass. So I'm assuming that they probably didn't even charge us for it. But I'm definitely gonna let my mom know when I give her a call in a few. So yeah, I don't know where the Ohio border is. I thought that toll booth would be the Ohio border, but it looks like there may be another toll booth coming up because in 5 miles it says pay toll. So I'll keep you guys updated. Here's Ohio. Let's see. Yes, now we're in Ohio. Okay. No easy pass. Keep right 4 miles. All right. We are at a Ohio service area. No clue where we're at. I have to use the bathroom. I'm sure he has to use the bathroom. I see that there is salt on the sidewalk, so I'm gonna see if he lets me put on his boots in the trunk. If not, it's gonna be a headache. So pray for me. I'm gonna try to put on his boots, walk him, and then I'll go use the bathroom because the baby comes first all the time. The baby comes first. Okay. See if he lets me put on his boots. I usually put the Musher Secret on. Look how he doing already. Let him get a little moisturization on his paws. On him paws. Yeah, you gonna let me put your boots on? Thank you, Papa. That's a good boy. Oh, I didn't get your little footsies. I didn't get your little foot. Yeah, I gotta put your boots on. Little boots. That was weird. Somebody just pulled up. Oh, I have to use the bathroom. Okay. This is actually easier than I thought because he can't run anywhere. This is the paw that's really messed up. So I put a little extra. He's been having issues with his palms and the salt. My baby. My baby. He's actually supposed to be at the vet today. But obviously... Oh, I forgot to tell you guys why we're doing this. So Caviar completely freaked out on our last flight. So, let me preface this by saying, Caviar is my dog. We have traveled to Mexico, California, DC. Where else have we been? I don't even know. We've been several places together on planes. He's 4 years old, and he usually does really well. I drug him. I give him trazodone usually, and I give it to him a few hours before the flight. I tire him out. I make sure he's pottied several times before we get on the flight. I've even gotten this down so much to a science that I book flights that usually leave around like 11-ish. So I have time to walk him, feed him, and by the time we get to our destination, check-in time is maybe around 3 or 4. We only have to wait maybe a few minutes or not wait at all, right? That's how diligent I have been in making sure pet travel is as seamless as possible for both me and him. Yesterday, well, let me back up. A few days ago, I go to the vet to get a refill on his trazodone. They were giving me a few issues about giving me the medication. They were only going to give me 3 because he does have an upcoming appointment. But I was like, I need more than 3. Like, I use this for grooming. I use it when we go on long car rides, and I use it when we get on the plane. And they're like, oh, okay, let me go talk to the doctor. They end up giving me 60. Perfect. But they also say, oh, do you give him gabapentin? I'm like, no, I've tried it by itself and it didn't do anything, so I just don't even give him that. I still have some at home. They're like, oh, well, it's free and it's just a booster. You should give it to him alongside the trazodone. Okay, so I give him a loading dose of trazodone and gabapentin the night before, and then I give him another dose before the flight. Not right before, like hours before. We get to the airport, and I put him in his carrier because he is on the larger side. He's 24 pounds. Even though Delta doesn't have like a weight limit, I just don't want to deal with that, right? So I get to the airport. We put him in his carrier. It's very hot in the airport. I'm leaving from JFK. You guys know yesterday in New York, it was warmer than it has been, right? So we get to the airport. They must have not gotten the memo that it's warmer outside. So it's hot in the airport. So we are standing in line waiting to check in. You can't check in on the app if you have a dog. This is the last of this, so that's why I'm doing that. If you have a dog, right? So we're related in line, and it's hot. It's so hot. He's getting agitated. So he's starting to bark and cry. And I'm like, okay, just wait, Caviar. Just wait. Don't bring attention to yourself. We're just going to check in. And then I usually let him out of his carrier because we have to walk through security. You can't put him through the metal detector anyway. So he was going to get out anyway as soon as we got through checking in. The whole time, I have my mom feeding him treats while I'm checking us in. And he's just crying. He's barking. He's barking. As soon as she stops feeding him treats, he starts barking again. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be a nightmare. So finally, he gets out. He's fine again. He's fine. I get to the gate. I give him water because he's panting. And I'm like, oh, he was really hot. I'm not thinking that this is going to carry over to the plane. So when we get on the plane, before we get on the plane, obviously, he has to get back in his carrier, right? We get on the plane. And I sit down. Well, I'm walking to the back because our seat was initially in the back. I'm walking to the back, and the lady who was helping my mom put her bags up was like, do you guys want to move? And I was like, oh, can we? She's like, yeah, go sit in row 9. Great. So I help my mom get her stuff. I sit down. Caviar starts crying again. I'm like, oh no. So I crack open his carrier, and I start putting treats in there, right? And that's the only time he stops crying is when there's a treat in his mouth. He lost it on that plane. I have a clip-on fan. My mom let me charge it before we got on the plane. It's going. He's like, I'm making sure, like, I gave him water. It was just like crazy. So the flight attendants come over and say, you have to zip up his carrier all the way. I'm like, oh, okay. I zip it up. He loses it. He lost it. And they come over, and I'm like, well, do you guys care if he cries? And they're like, oh, preferably not. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. So I'm trying to rub him through his carrier, all types of stuff. Here comes a little rascal now. And he's not stopping. So they go to the front. We've already pushed back from the gate at this point. So I'm like, okay, they're going to definitely take off, right? Like, we're definitely going to leave. They come back and they're like, hey, so can you get him to stop crying? Because otherwise we're going to have to go back to the gate. I was like, wait. I was like, yeah, if I can like touch him, I can. Like, maybe. I know he'll eventually stop crying, but I can't like guarantee he's going to stop right now. And they're like, yeah, we'll have to go back to the gate if you can't get him to stop crying. And they're like, hold on, let me go see something. So they go back to the front. I'm guessing talking to the pilots, right? In between that time, Caviar's still throwing a fit. Someone yelled out, can you please shut your dog up? I was so embarrassed. I was embarrassed, but I was also like, wow, that's kind of rude. So I stood up and I was like, hey guys, I'm so sorry. He never does this before. Like, we've traveled several times. This is definitely a one-off thing. I am so sorry that he's barking, because it was a small plane. So they all heard me and they all just were looking at me. And I saw, by the way, I didn't see who said it, obviously, because the guy was sitting behind me who said it. But there was one guy, he was white, who was looking at me. He was like glaring at me. It's like, that's the one who said it, right? So the flight attendants come back and they're like, hey, if you move to the back, you can open his carrier and we'll see if that works. The pressure. So then we moved to the back. I'm like, that's fine. There's nobody in the back. That's fine. I was supposed to sit in the back anyway. That's fine. So we moved to the back. I opened the carrier. He's quiet. He slept the rest of the flight. He's quiet. So I'm like, okay, Caviar. Either, and I'm a part of this like Flying with Dogs Facebook group. There's like 81,000 people in there. I posted about it at 2 a.m. like last night. And by the time I woke up at like 6, there was already like 35 comments. So people are giving me a lot of advice. One, they're saying I'm a bad mom for drugging the dog. I've been doing this since he was a baby. So sorry. I didn't know that I was a bad mom for that. 2, they're saying he probably had a bad reaction to the drugs, which I do think is part of the issue. I think it was also because he was hot, but I do think giving him that gabapentin on top of, I forgot all my makeup brushes. Giving him that gabapentin on top of the trazodone probably wasn't the best idea. So the other thing I think was at play was that I haven't been able to crate train Caviar properly because my landlord is very sensitive to barking. Oh, this is about to end. So he knows that when he barks, I'll let him out. And I think that that's carrying over to his travel stuff. So we got to figure this out soon. Okay, thanks for listening. Just one more, then you can go potty. Just one more. One more paw. That's it. No, it's not that one. It's this one. Yes, that's my good boy. That's my good boy. Oh, okay. That's my good boy. Can I have that other paw so we can put this on? Come on. Don't try to jump. I know what you're trying to do. That's my good boy. Oh my goodness. He is so smart. My good boy is so smart. And that's it. And that's all him had to do. Oh my goodness. Him is such a good boy. Okay, so now we put on her jacket. Get your leash. All right. It's cold as heck out here. Caviar needs to poop. So I can put him back in the car and I can go use the bathroom. This is when I was going to give up. We got a poop. Thank God. Yes. You hungry? You gotta go back here. Come on. Go. This is booty. I think we decided collectively that we're gonna take a nap. I pulled this up and then he came and sat in my lap, so I think that's what that means. I'm going to set my alarm for 45 minutes and then get back on the road. We took about a 20-minute nap. I decided I'm not going to drink the Celsius. I'm going to find a Dunkin' Donuts because I think Celsius is taking it too far. Taking it too far. I'm so sensitive to caffeine. And I saw that there's a Dunkin' Donuts further down 80. So let's see if I can find it. Pennsylvania. And I have about 6 more hours to go before I'm home. I see that there's some bad weather coming up, so I'm going to cut off this camera. I plan to stop at the next rest stop, use the bathroom. Maybe I should go to this welcome center. It didn't say there was food there though. I don't recall it saying there's food there. So I'm gonna wait till the next one. 400 more miles, 6 more hours. Talk to me nice. All right, bye. I have seen at least 4 different accidents on these roads. I don't think I realized how bad the roads are until I started seeing. It was like people who like drove off the road basically into the snow. Thank God they're all okay. One person was just sitting in his car, the other was standing outside of her car, and then the other person I saw was like he almost had an accident, and I was like, what the fuck, like that's crazy. So we're stopping here to get some gas. I'm gonna put back on. Ooh, my baby. I'm gonna stop and get some gas and walk him and use the restroom hopefully, but this isn't really a service center. I don't know if there's a bathroom available. I can hold it. I don't have to go too bad, and I think I did see there was a rest area a mile up, but for now I just need to get him to use the restroom and get some gas. So drive safely on these roads, y'all. That like shook me up. I've been driving in silence for the past like hour because I just want to really pay attention to the road. I have 6 more hours to go, and yeah, I'm gonna get the gas and then I'm gonna go walk him. The guy just told me that the pumps are frozen, so I guess that gives me time to walk him. I've been here for about a minute now and it's still only at 15 cents, so it's probably gonna be a while. So I'm gonna walk him. You're coming with me. Come on, Nugget. He's having a ball. It's only at 11 and I've been here for probably like 15 minutes now. Come on, Kevin, let's get back in the car. It's cold. He's in the bathroom in this gas station and it's surprisingly really clean in here. Really clean. I called Alamo while I was waiting forever for the gas to fill up. It literally took maybe 30 to 40 minutes to fill up the pump. I called Alamo while I was waiting. I put Caviar in his carrier so he can get some actual rest, and he had a whole fit about that, which is good because this is why we're in this situation, because he doesn't know how to be in his carrier anymore. That was a very big rock. He doesn't know how to be in his carrier anymore, so I want to make sure that I take the time in the next 5.5 hours to train him to do so. So anyway, I call Alamo. Caviar's having a fit, so I step outside the car. It's freezing. It feels like -7, I think it said on the weather app. It's 14 degrees or 13 degrees, feels like -7, and I would say that's pretty accurate. I call Alamo, and they say that basically the toll pass, the $12 a day situation, and they would cover all the tolls, was only if the car stayed in Illinois, which was not explained to us at all. Otherwise, we would not have gotten it, because I was in Illinois all of 10 hours yesterday, and after I left the airport, I went straight home. I don't even think I passed through any tolls. So we would not have gotten it. Also, being that we told them, or we reserved the car to go to New York, you would think that they would say, hold on, this says reduce speed 45 miles per hour, something right lane only. I couldn't see what it said. So maybe I'll just get in the right lane just to be sure. Yeah, so anyway, we reserved the car to go from Illinois to New York, so you would think that that was something that they would say. All of that being said, they're able to remove that charge. This truck is coming way too fast. Slow the fuck down. Big ass truck going 70 miles per hour. It's crazy. Okay, anyway. They're gonna remove that charge from the bill. In addition to that, they will, I'm trying to get my distance from this crazy truck driver. Let me slow up. He's going way too fast to have such a big truck. I've seen so many, more than I would like to see. I've seen people or trucks like tilted over in the median. So you would think that they would think, oh, I don't want that to be me, or I don't want that to be someone else. Let me slow down. They don't care, apparently. They're gonna keep going 70 miles per hour down a hill when it just said go 45 miles per hour, because it's very windy, so it's kicking up all of the snow. So it looks like fog, right? But it's just snow because it's very windy. I think I'm at the point of this road trip that I'm annoyed. Ugh, I'm about to go over a huge bridge and I hate how it looks. I just caught a glimpse of it. I don't like it. Subgrass. Ugh, this is a disgusting bridge. I saw how high up it was and I don't like it. Okay, back to Alamo. I am so sorry. It's just a big update. Alamo is saying basically the tolls that I've been paying, they aren't going to cover. They're going to, well, I'm sorry. We may not be able to get reimbursed for the ones that I paid because I don't have the receipt. I said, well, can I submit the bank statements? And she's like, maybe. There's a third-party company that they use that will start billing us for all the tolls 7 weeks later. 7 days a week later. So, basically not a problem that we need to worry about right now, but we will need to start thinking about it in about a week and checking my mom's statements, because she gave me her card to use for the tolls. Checking my mom's statements to make sure that they don't bill us for the ones that we've already paid, and then submitting the statements that say that we've already paid them. None of these toll booths have given receipts. There wasn't even an option for a receipt. It says paid and then you go. I personally believe that this is a racket. I personally believe Easy Pass, I know a lot of people talk about it. Easy Pass is a racket because there's zero like oversight a little bit. They don't even post, like they should have to post how much the toll costs. When you drive up to a toll booth, unless you're paying with cash or like I've been paying with a credit card, and even then the toll booths aren't very up to date. You can barely see the screen. You don't know how much you're paying. So they can bill you for $10 and the toll was only $2.80. It's a racket. So I don't like that. But my mom told me I have to learn to fight my battles. Because I also don't like that. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't even know how to get into that. Maybe I'll tell you guys later when I feel like talking again. But right now I'm a little hungry. I think I'm a little hangry. I want some real food, but I have not seen a lot of real food. I suspect once I get closer to the city that I'll start to see more food options, but I haven't seen a lot of food options since we left Ohio, and we're about 5.5 hours, so it's really not that much longer to go. But I do have like a few snacks. I have some graham crackers and some grapes here, so I'll just start snacking until. And then also the food options are kind of gross, like Arby's and Burger King are the ones I keep seeing. I don't even know if I've ever eaten at Burger King. And then Arby's, I don't even know what they serve there. So I'm just gonna wait. Okay, let me focus because these truck drivers are nuts. These tall ass bridges are killing me. Pennsylvania, what y'all got going on with all these tall bridges? I'm scared. 5 hours, guys. 5 hours, 323 miles. But really 276 miles until I get to I'm not really sure what, but the exit is gonna say Patterson, New York City. So I feel like that's going to be somewhat where I will recognize where I'm at. Maybe. We'll see. I still haven't seen anything I want to eat. I've kind of given up. I'll probably just get something when I get like closer to home, basically. Which is fine. I'm listening to a podcast and the dog is quiet finally, so that's good. And yeah, this is what the road looks like. I'm trying to get ahead of these trucks so I can get back over and slow the hell down. These people do not know how to slow down. Like right here, this is snow. This dirty stuff is snow. It's slippery. Look how fast that car is going down this hill. That green car. Can y'all see it? Look how fast he's going. He's going at least 80 miles per hour. At least. Down a hill with snow on it. I'm so over these people. I'm so over them. All right, bye. Wow. Beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Southern California, driving to LA from the Bay Area, but snow covered. I think I'm at the point in the trip where I'm over it and I just want to be at home. 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm trying to get to a place where there's actual street lights or whatever you call them before it gets dark. So the sun is setting. It'll be down in about 40 minutes. So I'm hoping I'm at a place where I'll be able to see by then and not in these mountains. So let's cross our fingers. My ears are popping, so my mom put a few sticks of gum in the car before she left. Thank God. I guess I'm really high up. That tracks by how the road looks. 3 hours and 12 minutes left. I've been officially driving for 13 hours. We are in the Poconos. I'm gonna get out really quick. I have half a tank. Caviar has been barking like crazy. So he's gonna go potty and then we're just gonna finish up the last, I think it's an hour 45 and we'll be home. My coat smells like Fritos because he's been laying on it. Ugh. I made it back home. Thanks for watching. I am so tired, but because of the Celsius, I'm also wide awake. So I'm gonna figure out what to do about that. But like, subscribe, share. Our next adventure, I think it's Mexico, moving to Mexico. So I have to figure out how I'm going to get this dog to be okay with being on a plane in 3 months. So wish me luck. Thanks guys, bye.